Alrighty guys, Madman Mondello coming at you live from the Garden Garage here in beautiful COVID-infested 19 freaking Alabama. Yes. We're at a all-time high down here. Okay, not to mention the weather's freaking crazy. So, anyway, in the midst of all this, okay, and this insanity, alright, went ahead and we built a console for Trenton Moos. Now, Trenton went ahead and he purchased the console off the website from us, and here it is. It's all done. All right. Now, Trenton, he wanted a 250 gig drive. Okay, he wanted a modified RGH. Okay, and then he hit me up and said, "Yo, man, listen, I want to put laser etch graphics on it." I was like, "Okay." So he gave me what he wanted. Okay, he wanted his name, which I did put up in lights. All right. And now, I've done a lot of emblems, okay? I've done Ford. Hell, I did a Mercedes console with an actual true Mercedes grill emblem that lit up, if you remember, many years ago, okay? It's on my YouTube. That one was a real cutie, all right? But, you know, I did Ford, I've done Chevy, I've done a lot of emblems. He comes at me with a Subaru emblem. There's nothing wrong with Subaru, okay? I like Subaru. I love a boxer engine. They are really good, okay? The WRX, boy, that is a real, true, freaking crazy car. Subaru. Okay. Anyway, that's what he wanted, okay? So, all right. Hey, far be it from me to judge. I'm not. So anyway, we did a Subaru emblem and we did all this crap to it, okay? Anyway, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to fire it up. Before I do, though, I am going to say this right now. All right, for people trying to get hold of me, all right, I noticed that my spam box has been getting full of people messaging me. It's not going into my normal inbox, no. It's going to my spam box and not even letting me know I'm getting messages there. So if you're going to message me about a console, help, or anything like that, please message this business page, okay? It's a better way to get hold of me, all right? Or email me. Everybody has my email address, okay? I mean, or whatever, but if you're not one of my friends or whatever, and you want to reach out to me, okay, just know if you message me, it can go in my spam box for some reason. Facebook won't let you turn it off. So I'm ripping my hair out because I'm answering messages from like a week ago that these poor people think that I thought that I ignored them. I'm like, no, I didn't get it. That's the problem. So the best way to get hold of me is through this business page, okay? You could try to inbox me. If it goes through, it goes through. If it don't, come here and message me. Okay, please. All right, so that way that I'm able to see what's going on. All right? I greatly appreciate it. A good friend of mine, Chris Wright. This poor guy, he bought so many consoles from me, it's not even funny. He's been trying to message me, but he just got off a Facebook block, right? I didn't get not one message from him, not one, until I answered him on Alliance, the group, right? And he's like, man, I've been trying to, and he showed me the messages that he sent me, and none of them came through on my side. So him and I were like going like, what the? Thank you, Facebook. So, needless to say, get it together, will you please? If you're going to run a service, run it right. All right? Oh, my God. Anyway, okay? So, just a caveat for you guys to understand, okay? Anyway, needless to say, we got this all done. Here it is. It's all done, okay? Now, I'll tell you what, it's got a programmable, addressable LEDs in it. Okay, and of course it comes with a remote. All right. Yeah, I used crazy ones. I used a mixture of them actually. I used these right here, and then I went a little nuts, and I decided, well, you know what? I really want to give them some color. So then we use these. These are insane. Okay, these are also very expensive too. But anyway, yeah. So I went a little nuts here. Okay, we're gonna turn it on. All right, and as you can see, it's a rainbow. We got Trenton 214 and his Subaru emblem. Okay. I hope you like it, okay? It does a whole bunch of different things, okay? It has many different colors. We do red, green, blue, white, and then we have auto mode, and you can speed it up, okay, to like try to get yourself sick. And then of course you can slow it down, all right? And you know, but we'll leave it right about there, okay? And there's plenty of different modes that it runs at, as you can see, all kinds of crazy stuff here, and it just goes on and on and on. So you got 300 and some odd modes to play with this little remote with, okay? So hopefully that will blind the hell out of you. All right, now, Trenton, my friend, Okay, here we go. All right, now look, as you can see, I hope that you like it. All right, you know, like I said, you watch me build it in Messenger, and I showed you every step of the build that I did, you know, so you know what's in here. Okay, you know how everything's all laid out and all that kind of good stuff. All right, so anyway, I do hope that you like it. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to direct your attention to this screen right here. Now, as you can see, we booted up into FSD Dash like all of my consoles do. All right, and we're going to take a quick tour of this thing. All right, and there's some key elements in this video that you need to follow the instructions on. You're only going to have to do it once, okay? Once that pain is over, you're good. All right, so tell you what, we're going to rock on through here, okay? And let me show you what you got here, okay? All right, now under emulators, as you can see, we have the standard complement FCEUX, which is NES emulator, and it's got a bunch of games on there. All right, you got SNES 360, Super Nintendo, you got MAME, you got Genesis Plus 360, okay, and Game Boy Advance, and then back to FCEUX, okay? There's like over 7,000 ROMs on there from all the old console games, all the old stand-up arcade games. If you're into the retro nostalgic thing, there you go. All right, now, Xbox Classic games, there's a few classic games on here that were from the original Xbox, the original one back in 2002. Okay, they all play on here. All right, your homebrew section, the tools, where they reside, and where you can blow the console up, okay? Then, of course, you have Xbox Live Arcade. There's some Live Arcade on here as well, okay? As much as you can put on here, actually, without like, overfilling the console. And, of course, you have Xbox 360 games, okay? And we'll start with Advanced Warfare. And, as you can see, all the famous titles that we all know, love, and play, okay? And we'll go right on through here, and then we'll bring it back right to Advanced Warfare, okay? And there you go. All right, so, you know, plenty of stuff that you can do on there, all right? Now, listen, console has 4 gigs of storage left. That's it. Do not fill up that space, because when you start a game on this thing, all right, it creates virtual drives, okay, because the Xbox 360 has very limited memory, all right? So the only way it can hold memory and actually access stuff and everything else is by creating a bunch of virtual drives on the hard drive. That's cool, but it also takes up space. So if you have too much stuff on here, okay, this is a 250 gig drive, so I left a little over 10%. You know, I mean, I left 4 gigs free on this thing, so that should be plenty. But you got to remember, when you're playing these games, if you watch Neighborhood and you start a game, you'll see that that there's a bunch of virtual drives running, okay, and they're all running off of the hard drive. So if you have it too stuffed full, it'll fail crash on you, okay? So, you know, I mean, you know, pretty much you're maxed out here at this, okay? You can always get a bigger drive, you can always get an external drive and map it to FSD. It's not a problem, all right? So now, okay, now I'll tell you what we're going to do, all right? David, how are you, man? Thank you very, very much. Hey, Matthew, Kevin, how are you? Good to see you, man. Thank you very, very much. I greatly appreciate it. You know, like you know, I mean, this was like thrown on me like yesterday. All of a sudden, yeah, I'm always Laser Graphics. I was like, oh great, okay, here it is, it's done. Okay, thank God it was just a Subaru emblem. All right, so anyway, we got this all done. Okay, so now we're gonna go back and we're gonna go to the homebrew section right here. Okay, under the homebrew section, you're gonna go to Xbox 360 dashboard. You're gonna hit the A button, hit it again. This is going to take you to the original dashboard. You'll see how it pops up. Okay, well, you'll have 30 days on the server, Trenton. All right. However, though, it's 29. You'll have 30 days when it leaves here. Okay. So anyway, there you are. You're good. All right. We'll back out of here, and we'll back out of here. All right. You'll see that the console is up. It's online. It's live. The KV is good. Everything is all good. Our beautiful eyeball-pleasing HUD. Over in our 5th tab are our off-host cheats. Okay. Our BO2, Ghost, Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2. All right. To disable them, highlight it, hit A. That will disable it. To enable it again, hit A. Very simple. It comes enabled right directly when you start the console. All right? So just so you know, there you go. Now, if you have other menus that you want to put on here and you don't need these, well, you can just disable them. It's real simple, okay? So now, we'll go back to FSD Dash by going to Xbox Home. All right? Now, this thing has a multiple dashboard on it as well, okay? So you're not just stuck with FSD. All right, now, the reason why I do this is because a lot of people say, well, I want Aurora, I want this, I want that. So you know what? I just put them all on there. That way you can choose what you want, okay? It's real easy to choose, too. All you have to do, go to your homebrew section right here. All right, go to Dash Launch, hit it again, and you will see Dash Launch come up. You will see Pass. That's the one that you want to select. So you're going to hit Enter. All right, and you will see default is Freestyle Dash. That's what it boots up into. If you hold down the B button while the system is booting, it will boot into FX menu. You hold down button X, it will boot into XEX menu. You hold down button Y, it will boot into the stock dashboard. And if you hold in left bumper, it will boot to Aurora. Okay? So you have your choice of whatever you want to do. If you want to set the default, like if you like Aurora, or you like FX menu, it doesn't really matter. Whichever one you want to choose, okay? We'll use Aurora, for example. Okay, if you want to use Aurora for a default to boot up into, it's very easy to do. Just highlight default, hit A. Alright then, you're going to hit A and back out to the root folder of the hard drive, okay? Now, we're there, okay? So now we're going to go down to the Aurora folder, we're going to hit A. Everything is labeled properly, so that way then you're not in the dark going, where is it, okay? Now, once you get here in the Aurora folder, you're going to go to the Aurora XEX and select it. Then it will bring you back here and you will see that the default now is Aurora. Now you have to save the launching file. By saving it, what I mean is you hit RB, okay? You bring this down to HDD, you highlight it, you hit X to save it. Okay, now it'll save the launching. Now, when you back out of here, it's going to reboot, and now it'll boot up into Aurora, okay? And Aurora will come up, and you will see everything laid out in Aurora, okay? There you are, and we're good, and life is grand, okay? And there you go. All right, Aurora's a little bit more polished. It's just a better version of FSD. Okay, it's laid out a little differently. It's supported, real good. You know, and it's got a better database structure actually than FSD. However, though, people like FSD. They always have. Okay, you know, I mean, they don't know why, they just do. But you know, I mean, you have a choice here with this thing. Okay, so now, just to show you here the little differences, the subtle differences, I should say. If you hit the back button, you'll see they give a file manager there. Okay, that's your file manager, just like you got in FSD. Okay, it looks a little different. That's all. All right, you have your scripts, restart, reboot, and shut down. Okay, now we'll back out of here, and then what we'll do is we'll hit the start button. Okay, now hitting the start button, that brings up the business end of this thing. You have your assets where you can download and import your box art, banners, all that crap. You know, change your marketplace locale, which you don't want to do because we're in the States, so leave it in the States. Okay, you can put as many screenshots as you want on it, all that kind of good stuff. You have your profile where you can select it at boot. You can auto sign in, you know, whatever you want to do, okay? Unity connection, you can get on Unity, get a login for Unity, and then set it up, and then you can request the API key, put it in, done, you know? You have your content folder, that's where all the stuff is stored. Okay, don't mess around in there if you don't know what you're doing, okay? You have your modules, which is Dash Launch, FTP servers running, and Nova's running, okay? Your language, security, and about. All right, so there's a whole bunch of stuff there. It's also got an auto updater too, so if they do an update to it, it'll post it up that you have an update, and you can go ahead and you can update. All right, no big deal. All right, now as you can see, we're in the Xbox 360 folder. Okay, now, this is all the Xbox 360 games. Okay, now you want to change the folder. It's real easy. Hit the RB button on top of the controller. Okay, to bring up the context menu. Now you can go left or you can go right using the D-pad, or left and right using the RB and LB buttons. But anyway, make a long story short, and to make it real simple, we'll use the D-pad. We'll go to the right, Xbox Live Arcade. We'll hit A. There's your Live Arcade. We'll hit RB again. Hit A. There's your emulators. Same thing like FSD, just laid out a little differently. That's all. But pretty much same thing. Okay. So there's your homebrew. The only difference is indie games. It lists developers' games separately. Okay, so there you go. All right, and we're back to show all, and that's everything that's in a hard drive. So it's real simple. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this back up to FSD Dash. So what am I going to do? I'm going to hit the RB button. I'm going to go right over to the homebrew folder. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select Dash Launch. I'm going to hit A. Okay, now to start up, there we go. And we're going to go back to Pass. And we're going to simply change this by highlighting it, hitting A, and then backing out by hitting A, and then going down to Freestyle, hit A, okay, go to default.xex, hit A, okay, and then hit RB, highlight HDD, X to save it, D to back out, and now it'll boot back up into FSD Dash, alright, very simple. Now, okay, alrighty, now that we're booting back up into FSD Dash, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the offhost that is available on this thing, okay? And there's also a couple GSC menus, so I'm going to use BO2, okay, as an example, all right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Xbox 360 games. We're going to go ahead, we're going to select Black Ops 2. We're going to hit A. We're going to start the game. There you go. All right, now, you're going to see Black Ops 2 cheats are loaded and bypassed and all that other happy nonsense, which is great and wonderful, okay? This is not an Xbox Live profile. This is just a regular standard profile that I put on here, okay? So now we're going to start it up. Alright, there's no special way to start the game either, as you can see. You just hit start and you're good. You hit the start button. And here we are. Start button again. We'll highlight the hard drive, okay? And here we are. Okay, and then what we're going to do, we're going to select the multiplayer. Alright, just so I can give you a little demonstration of this mess, okay? So now, you'll see Black Ops cheats, bypass, cheats are loaded, all that crap, everything is good. Alright, and we're going to do a local game on this thing. Alright, and we're going to set up the bots, use 9 of them for target practice. Alright, so I'm going to start the match. Now, with the offhost, it works for MW3, it works for Ghosts, okay, it works for all of them, okay? D-pad left to open the offhost menu, okay? X to select, B to back out, D-pad left to close it, alright? For Jiggy, which is a GSC menu, which is injected in here, okay? You're going to hold down on the left trigger, push down on the right thumbstick. You're going to use A to select, X to back out of there. I know it's complicated at first. You'll get used to it, okay? That's just the way that they program the damn thing. So we're going to start the match, and I'm going to start it up using Jiggy, so I can put myself in God mode and not get my face blown off, okay? So here we are. Okay, we're going to start it off. The world famous nuke tab. Yes. Okay. Select the gun, hold in left trigger, push down the right thumbstick. There you are. We're going to hit A to select. We're going to go. I'm going to use quick mods because it enables a whole bunch. Then I'm going to back out of here by hitting X. Then I'm going to go down to bullets.
Let's go, ladies. We're on the
okay.
clock.
I'm going to hit A. I'm going to spice up the bullets with swarms, grenades, and dogs. Okay. There you go. All right. Then I'm going to back out of here. All right. Now I'm going to back out of here. Now I'm going to open up the offhost menu. D-pad left. There we go. Use X to select, and then we're going to use X to turn all this crap on. Using the D-pad and using the button X. Okay, then we're going to back out of here. We're going to aimbot menu. We're going to hit X. We're going to click that. We're going to turn it on. We're going to do on screen. We're going to do visible warning, proximity warning, and target details. We're going to back out of there. We're going to go to the ESP menu. We're going to turn it on. We're going to use pyramids, put pyramids around them. We're going to select this crap right here. And we're going to select snap lines. Then we're going to back out of here. Okay, back out of here, and then hit D-pad left to close it. Again, run out of here. As soon as the snap lines turn blue, let them have it, okay? Then we'll fly through the air, thanks to Jiggy. We will perch ourselves up on a tree like an owl, as we chip through feathers and kill everything in sight, okay? We lay waste upon everything, okay, as you can see. Works real good, I promise you, alright? Now, in the event to become a real penis with fingers, just open up Jiggy, go to aimbot, go to unfair aimbot, and shoot through buildings, and pretty much victory is yours. Okay? So, if you have screamers and everything, and they're annoying you, all you gotta do is just select that, and pretty much, yeah. Definitely become a penis with fingers and piss off a lot of people by doing that. Okay? So, as you can see, the orgy is dead. I love that. Ping, 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 ping. Popcorn! Okay? So, anyway, there you go. Alright? Very simple. Alright, now zombies, so you can it's a little bit different of a flavor. Okay, now I'm going to show you zombies on here, alright? So we're going to back out of here, alright? We're going to leave the lobby, yes. And then we're going to back out of here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go directly to zombies, okay? Now zombies, okay, this is Sentinel menu. Now, pretty much close to Jiggy, except just a little different. Hold the left trigger, push down on the right thumbstick to open the menu. You're going to use X to select. And then you're going to hold in the left trigger and push down on the right thumbstick to back out of the menu. Don't ask me why I didn't do it, okay? Somebody else wrote it, okay? Not me. Alright, so anyway, we'll do a local game. There, here we come. Alrighty. Now, alright, we're going to use transit. We'll grab hold of that, put that on, original. Okay, now we're going to start the match. Okay? And we're going to blow up some zombies, alright? Now, like I said, instructions will come up over here on this side of the screen. You know, I mean, just in case you forget what I'm telling you. Alright? And of course, you know, we're going to go in there and we're going to wreak some havoc on some zombies. Okay? Alright. Now, hold in left trigger, push down on the right thumbstick. There's the menu. Use X to select it, okay? I'm going to turn on God mode, infinite ammo. I'm going to go to limited sprint, double speed, no clip. And then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to toggle the aimbot on. Now I'm going to hold in the left trigger, push down the right thumbstick. That brings me out of it. I'm going to select weapons menu. I'm going to hit X, okay? And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to go down there and grab hold of my favorite fully automatic RPG, okay? Which works real good in tight areas. Okay? Let's see. Yeah, there it is.
Only an explosives happy simpleton would be pleased by this.
Yes, and I am an explosive happy simpleton, just like this. Yes. And you know when you have on God mode, yes, you can be a simpleton because you're not going to die. Okay? So pretty much there you go. All right. Now we're gonna hold the left trigger, push down the right button, that'll bring you back out of there. Okay. You can go to the zombies menu. Okay. And as you can see, you spawn them, kill them, do all that stuff. You can kill all zombies. There you go. Done. Okay. Zombies are all killed. Okay. So so on and so forth. You can also spawn some zombies if you want. Okay. Yeah. There you go. How'd you like that friggin' RPG in your face? Or better yet, in your mouth. All right. So anyway, there you go. There's all kinds of stuff on here. You got zombies menu, power-ups, rounds, teleport, map mods, lobby mods, game settings, menu settings, players menu, all players, so on and so forth. And wait a minute, excuse me for a moment. Excuse me while I terminate this frigging guy here, okay? Oh God, you must have COVID-19. Yeah, so much for that. Yes, you're dead. Okay? Anyway, okay, as you can see, it works real good. So now, if you want to close the menu completely, hold the left trigger, push down the right thumbstick, there you go, it's gone. Okay? Hold the left trigger, push down the right thumbstick, it's back. Okay? And pretty much
explosive compound,
have a bunch.
nitrotoluene.
Yeah, nitrotoluene, yes. Okay, so anyway, as you can see, there you go. Now I'm going to back out of here. I'm going to go here. Okay? Now, that never gets old. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm just an explosive-minded simpleton. Alright, but anyway, I like being explosive-minded simpleton, okay? Everybody should be one. Alright, so anyway, as you can see, there you go. Alright, now, as far as GTA 5, okay? You got a Purge trial menu on this thing, okay? You got 10 days on it. I actually got a few days more than that because I allow shipping and everything else, alright? Very easy. Start up GTA 5. It's going to pop up a menu box. Select which controls you want to open the menu. A to select, B to back out. Purge has been around forever. Good, solid, stable menu. Okay? So there you go. Now, alright. That's all done. Okay? I'm going to show you how to get this thing online for the first time. This is the very important stuff that you really got to pay attention to, because if you don't, you're going to be messaging me saying it's not going online. I'm going to say, did you really pay attention to the video? You're going to tell me no, and I'm going to slap you. Alright? So, let's avoid slapping each other, okay? Alright? Let's avoid that. I like BDSM, but not to that point, alright? And not with you. Alright, so anyway, okay, look. It's really simple to do this, okay? When you first get the console, do not just plug it in and go. It will not work that way. You will not get online, alright? You will wind up with a big Xbox 360 logo just sitting there doing nothing, alright? And then you'll tell me that the console didn't boot. And I'm going to ask you, do you have a logo? And you're going to be, yes. No, the console booted. It just can't find the server. Okay, so let's avoid all of that by doing this, okay? It's very easy. Once you get this crazy thing, what I want you to plug the power supply in, plug the HDMI cord in, get your controller ready, pull the drive door, okay? And you will see this tampon string, okay, that's labeled HDD, okay? Yeah, some kind of a... variant or something. Anyway, okay, look. As far as Massengill is concerned, okay, pull this out by the tampon string. Real easy, okay? Place it right there. Then what I want you to do is I want you to power the console on. Okay? Now, once the console boots, it's going to go ahead, and this is a very, very fast booter, as you will see, because it already has booted. Okay? Now, what's going to happen is it's going to bring you to the stock standard dashboard. Okay? Which is what we want. We don't want anything else. We just want a stock standard dashboard. Okay, we want no connections, no nothing. Alright. We're going to sync the controller up. What we're going to do is we're going to go up, we're going to go over, we're going to go to settings, then we're going to go to system. Then what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead, we're going to go to network settings. Then, as you can see, my Wi-Fi is already selected. Yours is going to pop up over here because you can't use mine because you're miles and miles and miles away from me. I have your address. I know where you live. Alright, so... yeah, you're not using my network, okay? So anyway, okay, use your own. Pay for it. Anyway, okay, it's going to pop up over here, okay? I want you to select your network, okay? Click on it and put your password in to get onto your LAN, okay? Just like this. When you do that, it's going to test the Xbox Live connection, okay, automatically, just like this. We're going to get a check mark and 2 red X's, all right? That's what we should get, as you can see, which is what we want, Okay? Now, I don't care. These two don't make a bit of difference to me. It says failed and blocked because that dash launcher is doing its job. It's protecting the KV. It doesn't want it to connect directly to Xbox Live. Okay? That's why we have a stealth server. It's an interpreter between Microsoft and it's like Microsoft speaking French, and we're understanding the French and converting it to English. Okay? So, it's the best way to put it. All right? But what you should get is this check mark right here. If you get a red X here, you better look at your router and find out why it's not letting the Xbox online. Okay? I'm rocking WP2SK security, just like pretty much everybody else. Okay? And if you do that, you should get that. Okay? If you're using a MAC address and whitelisting it on your router, then you're going to have to whitelist the MAC address on the Xbox before you can even connect to the network. Okay? So just a warning. If you do that, go to System Info. Pull up system information. You'll see the MAC address there, and you're gonna have to write it down and then whitelist it on your router before you'll be able to connect. Okay? But anyway, making a long story short, with the regular wireless security that everybody uses, unless you're really freaked out, okay, you have a check mark there. That's it. Period. Nothing else. Just a check mark there and two red X's. Once you get that, power the system off. Okay? Then, once the system powers off, I hate background downloads. Okay. Take your hard drive, okay, and slip it right back in there. You'll feel it click. You will close the drive door without knocking the camera over, gingerly. Then, the most important step that you really, really need to do is pull the power on the Xbox and leave it out for 5 minutes, okay? If you do not do that, horrible things will happen. The console will basically blow up and cover you in freaking glitter. Okay? Actually, no. What will happen is the DNS will not. It will not let Xbox Live be connected to this thing. You wind up with DNS errors. It turns into a nightmare. Dogs living with cats. It's horrible. You don't want it. Okay? That's why leave it out 5 minutes. At least 5 minutes. Once it's out for 5 minutes, then you plug it back in. The only reason why I can plug it right back in right now, and hopefully it will connect, is because it's already on my network. So my credentials are right. The TCP buffer is right. Okay, so although I've had where it freaking kicked me off anyway, it's lovely Microsoft, but that's just the way it is. Okay, now what you're gonna do is after that, 5 minutes is up and everything else, power the console on. Get your controller ready, sync it up. All right. System booted, one shot, one kill. Like I said, very, very fast booter. Okay? Now, you will notice this green stuff stopped moving around, which is good. That means she locked the server. Then you're going to get some notifications. Then FSD is going to fire up, and you're going to wind up in FSD dash. Okay? Now, here comes your notification. Welcome to Alliance. And then we're going to get one more from Purge letting us know that it's off. Okay? And then, what's going to happen is this. I want you to rock on over to the homebrew section right here. And then what I want you to do is I want you to go to the Xbox 360 dashboard and hit that. Okay? Now, once you do that, a big square is going to pop up with your name, which means that, guess what? Yeah, you can connect to live. Thank God. All right? So, if you don't get a square like this, you only get it once, okay, on the initial boot. All right? After that, you won't get it anymore. But if you don't get this, that means you didn't wait long enough and you didn't let the DNS reset long enough. That's what happened, okay? But anyway, when you get that block, that's a good sign, okay? So now, we hit A, got it, good, okay? Then what I want you to do is go on over to download profile. Now, okay, as I've said to people before, and I'm going to say this again, all right? This is a modified bootloader. You're on there on a modified system, okay, running an RGH, okay? Now, you can, by all means, put your retail profile on this thing, by all means. But I want you to remember this, all right? Nothing is perfect, and sometimes something's going to happen, all right? And the only reason why I'm saying that is I have not had a profile ban in a long, 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 long time, okay? My KV life is really good. But if, God forbid, the data center loses power where the server is running, all right, in the middle of a challenge response, like you're on there and Microsoft says, hey, you check something here. And it doesn't give an answer back, you're going to security gate, the KV is going to get banned, and most likely they're going to look at your profile too. All right. Now, if you have a retail profile that you paid for, that you put money into and everything else, and you don't want to lose it, don't put that mother on here. Okay. Go to xboxlive.com/live. Okay, and make a modder's profile. So that way, then you can mod your retail profile with all the gizmagoos and every freaking thing else that you want. All right, safely without having to worry about losing it. Okay. Okay. Need I say more? I'm just telling you for your own good. All right, because I don't want to see you lose a profile. All right. So, if you go there, you go to xboxlive.com/live, okay? Use Outlook for the credentials. Make a profile, okay? Once you made it and everything's cool and you got your password and all that, come back here and download the profile, okay? Once you download it, it's going to look like this when it's logging in, okay? Say signing in, you're going to see the spinning circle of death, then you're going to see it come up live, you're going to see your profile wave at you, and then run off the screen. Because she doesn't want to see me. Don't know why. I made her. You don't love me no more. Maybe because, I don't know, she thinks I got COVID-19. Or AIDS or something. I don't know. She's gone. Gone. Alright. Now look. Okay. In the event that you download the profile, and you're sitting there for 15 minutes and this thing is still downloading, and you have your hand on your chin, rubbing it, going, what's going on? Well, I'm going to tell you what's going on. Alright, the internet decided to take a giant fart on you. Alright? And basically, it corrupted your profile while it was downloading. And that's the reason why it's not downloading. Okay? That's the reason why you're sitting there, looking at the screen saying downloading and it's not. So, I'm going to show you how to fix that. And this is only if you have a problem downloading your profile. Alright? You back out of that screen, you come here. Alright? Up, over. Settings. System. Storage, okay? Highlight the hard drive, okay? Now, select it. Go down to profiles. You will see that partially downloaded piece of crap profile sitting here. You're going to highlight it with the D-pad. You're going to hover over it and bring it down. You're going to use A to select it, and then you're going to delete it right off of the hard drive. Just get rid of it because it's no good, all right? Once you delete it, back out of here, back out of here, back out of here. Now, you're going to leave this highlighted. What you're going to do, you're going to go to device options. You're going to hit Y, okay? Then you're going to go to clear system cache and you're going to clear it. And you're not going to do it once, you're going to do it twice because it's Microsoft, okay? Do you notice how many updates we got in Windows 10? Well, they like repetitive shit, so guess what? Welcome to the world of repetitive, okay? So, we're going to clear the cache? Yes. Now it's going to clear it, okay? And guess what? Now we're going to do it again. Okay, so we're going to hit Y, clear system cache, yes. Now we're good. Then, back out of here, back out of here. Okay? Up, over, social, sign in, sign out. Okay? Go back to download profile, download the profile. It'll be fine. It'll download. Okay? Once you do that, then hit the guide button, bring it back to FSD dash. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do something else that we have to do, okay? And that you're also going to have to do, like if you put any other DLC content on this thing or anything like that, okay? Let's say there's a game on there that you don't like and you want to remove that because you want to replace it with a different game and you want to download the latest, greatest DLC and all that crap, okay? From like Pirate Bay or wherever, whatever website that you go to, downloading your XBLA and your downloadable content, okay? Well, how this is going to work. We have a program on here called, under Homebrew, called XM360. It is very important that you learn how to use this program, okay? So we're going to click it, we're going to start it with your profile signed in, this thing all powered on and everything else. Well, that's the only way you're going to see it anyway. Okay, we're going to hit it. Now, what's going to happen is, okay, this thing is going to build a catalog of every bit of DLC and every bit of XBLA that is on this hard drive, all right? What this tool does is it unlocks it to the profile as well as the console. Everything has to be unlocked properly on this console. Otherwise, if it's not unlocked, you can have all the DLC that you have that you want on it, but you won't be able to use it because it's not unlocked. Notice the padlocks; they're all unlocked. Okay, so if you once you get this thing and you get your profile, you come here and you unlock the stuff. Okay, to your profile. Otherwise, you might not be able to play some DLC. All right. Now, if you download DLC and you put it on here, you put it in the content folder, in the 16.0 folder under the title media ID and all that crap, and you put it in there. Well, you have to come here, scan it, okay, find it and unlock it. Okay, otherwise you can put all the DLC you want on it, it won't see it unless it's unlocked. Period. Okay? So now what do? Alright, we go over here, we go to unlock XBLA, we hit A. Alright? Unlocked 0 Xbox Live Arcade files. We're good. Okay? That's good. They're already unlocked, alright? So hit OK. Now, we go to show DLC. We click on that. It's going to show all the downloadable content. What are we going to do? We're going to hover over to unlock DLC. Hit A. Okay? Now, it's going to go ahead, it's going to unlock DLC, downloadable content. See, there was 10 files that weren't unlocked to this profile, okay? So, now they're unlocked, okay? So now we hit OK. Okay? Okay. There we go. Now, once that's done, exit the dash. There you go. Alright, you're now feel free to roam and destroy and plunder and, you know, make a mess with this thing. Alright, if you want. Don't do that. Be a good modder, okay? Now, alright. Emulators, okay? 2 more things we got to go over before I let you go. Okay, under emulators, just grab hold of an emulator that you want to play or whatever, okay? We'll use Game Boy Advance, for example. We'll hit it, we'll turn it on, we'll hit it again. Alright, it's going to start up, okay? I like the hard drive, there you are. Now, we'll go to games, and as you can see, there's all your ROMs right there. There's a slew of them on here. You can use the right trigger to go down page by page, okay? And then you can use the left trigger to go up page by page. D-pad down, D-pad up. A to play, B for the main menu. Okay? Very simple. So, once you're done, back out of here, exit, boom, it'll bring you back to FSD dash. Classic games, different animals. Classic games you cannot play with this thing with the server on. It will not let you play them. What will happen is it will lock it up. Okay? And what I mean by locking it up is it's this simple. If you have the server on and you're playing with the thing online and all that, well, you go play a classic game, we're going to hit it. We'll use Sailor, for example. And what is going to happen is you're going to get a big black screen that does absolutely nothing except sit there forever. Alright? Won't run with the server on. Okay, so you got to put the system in bypass mode in order to play a classic game. Bypass mode is simply this, and I go through this on every video I do, so that way then you all know exactly what we're how and who. Because I want you to know, this is what you do, okay? You're going to put it in bypass mode. Power, eject. Leave the tray hanging out until it reaches FSD dash. And the system booted, of course, or whatever dashboard you have loading at the time. Leave this tray hanging out. You will notice no plugins, no server notification, no nothing, because we're not using any of the plugins in Dash Launch. The only plugin that we're using is XBDM, because that allows us to have local area network connection so we can transfer files, games, all that crap through FTP or through Xbox Neighborhood. You will see a local IP address right here. That's your local, okay? But as far as an external, you ain't getting out. That simple. Now, once we reach the dashboard, we close the tray. Okay? We hit the guide button on the controller. We bring this over and we go to our classic game right here. And what do? Hit A. Hit A. The logo pops up now. Okay, it's going to start and the game is going to start. Okay? That's simple. Alright? You will also notice, too. Now, okay, as you can see, the game is starting. When you pull up the guide, you'll see that the guide is stopped. There's no orange, there's no edge, there's no alliance server, no nothing. It's stopped. Okay? There you go. To exit the game, you just open up the guide, go to Xbox Home, hit A. Yep, and that's it, you're done. Okay? So there you go, Trenton. Alright, now, brother, I hope that you like this crazy thing. I really do. Alright, I hope that you like what I did with the logos. Okay? I mean, there's your name up in lights like I promised you. Okay, we got a rainbow going on here. Looks like I puked on it. Anyway, listen. Thank you again for your business, man. I do greatly appreciate it. Also, thank you. Tyler, how are you, man? Good to see you, brother. Didn't see you down there. Oh, my God. Yeah, Windows PC keeps freezing, right? Yeah, believe me, I had an update. Damn thing froze up. I did all kinds of stupid stuff. And it keeps removing JRunner from me. Okay, it keeps removing JRunner. It keeps saying, oh, it's a virus. I'm like, I just whitelisted it. Guess what? Oh, no, it's a virus. Every 5 minutes, I'm like going like, freaking hate you, Microsoft. Ugh. If I wanted, I do believe that I'm the one that paid for it. So if I paid for it, I shouldn't be bossed into turning a virus protection unit on I mean, and if I do turn it on, I should be able to whitelist the virus once and not have to deal with it again. Okay? Because it's not a virus. Oh. Alright. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I greatly do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Alright. Tyler, I hope that you like the console. I really do. Alright, and we'll get it out to you. Oh, yeah. That's right. You got that laser X, so you pay me, bitch! I'm kidding. Anyway, listen, thanks again, man. I greatly do appreciate it. Guys, thanks for watching with me and everything, man. Really, seriously. And, like I said, look, stay healthy. Don't get this COVID-19 crap, man. It is going around like big time. And this is just... they have a new strain over in the UK now, which is even more contagious. Hooray! Okay, where's this crap coming from, okay? I'm just done. Alright? So stay safe, and hopefully in a couple days we're going to be able to forget 2020 ever existed. Okay? And maybe move on to a better new year. Okay? Instead of this shit. Although I kind of doubt it because of everything that's going on, but hey, I can have high hopes. Hopefully. Maybe. Okay, I don't know. Okay, alright? I know this, okay? If we're all still here, yay. If the planet is a burnout hope, okay, well, it's been fun. Alright, so anyway, guys, listen, y'all have a good one. Be safe and everything else. I got consoles to build. I got questions to answer. And thank you, Facebook, for putting a lot of people in my spam box and not giving me one notification, letting me know that they tried to message me. I really do appreciate that, Facebook. I hope that you're listening. Zuck. Anyway, y'all have a good one, okay? Take care, guys. Have a great night.